Good evening, everyone, or good day, depending on where you are at the moment. Welcome back to my channel, Nikky's channel. It's been a while. I've been away for a while. I just came back. There's a lot been going on since the last time we spoke. The last time we spoke. There's loads of gist that I want to bring your ways. Traveling back to Africa, in my first video, I mentioned that my mom just passed away, and yes, and that's where the theme for this year derived from, which is being resilient. I've learned huge amount of lessons since her passing, and then traveling back to Africa, to Nigeria to be precise. The burial rites, the funeral and everything. I've learned a lot, and I will be dropping that thoughts gradually to everyone on this channel. But this is just to tell you that I am back, and I'm back for good. I'm back for good. I'm coming up, as you can see. This is me this is what I normally wear for nights and I'm just chilling. It's been a tough weeks, and emotionally drained, physically, psychologically, and yes, I'm back. And going back to that the theme of this year that I mentioned, and being resilient. Resilient is you all of a sudden find yourself on the floor, or you fall, or something happen, and you think you cannot get up again. Be resilient is to get up, learn from it, don't stay down. Do not stay down. One of the things that can make somebody to be on the ground will be the death of the loved ones, like in my case. And don't get me wrong, I faced few past failure, past mistakes, but I always pick up and keep going. But the loss of the dear one as world can keep you down, and do not let anybody tell you something that is different. One of the things I learned that I mentioned before is, you're a Christian. When somebody dies, you're a pastor, you read the Bible, you should not mourn like an unbeliever. And I yes, there's a difference between knowing where the person has gone, which I know for sure, that my mom has gone to right place. I know for sure, by the grace of God, but she's gone to a nice place. But that does not take the fact that you are missing the person. I'm missing her. And the Bible even said that Jesus Christ groaned when he saw, like I mentioned this before, I don't want to go back and start talking all about it again, but there's a difference between you're missing somebody. It's like you're going somewhere and then you bang your leg somewhere, and then, or you cut yourself, and then blood is coming out of it, and somebody is telling you, don't feel the pain. Do not cry because you're a Christian. Christian doesn't show pain. Then where are you coming from if you don't show pain? You don't show pain the way the world will show pain. You show pain with understanding, but you're not rigid. You don't have a stony heart. You're still human being. And that the person you're missing is part of you, And it depends on the impact of such person in your life. I'm just using that as an example, but it doesn't add up. Having said that, Yes, I'm back, like I said. And then we're going to go to the series of Dream Killer Part 3. I'm just going to mention the Dream Killer Part 3. We talked about first Dream Killer, your how you see that fear, okay, or your insecurity about it. Do you look at it as if it's a giant or as a grasshopper? We've talked about Caleb and we've talked about Joseph in my last dream, then in my last series. Back on this Nikky's thoughts today, I just quickly want to mention Dream Killer Part 3, Dream Killers Part 3, and the Dream Killers, I'll tell you, I just want you to bring something, to us again, that this is my thought, this is my perspective, this is my opinion, and everybody under the sun have the right to their opinion. Okay, you don't have to take it, but it's my opinion, it's my thoughts, So Dream Killer part 3. How do we keep dream killers from stopping us? Because dream killers can keep you from making something out of your life. I'm not making out, I'm talking of experiences. Your gender, it depends on your culture. If you're not cultural oriented, it can kill. People around you can kill your dream. Oh, she's a woman, therefore a woman not supposed to do this. Oh, she's a boy, she's not supposed to do this. There was a particular book there that I read for my students about a girl called Maya, and Maya all he wants to do is a footballer. As a child, he likes going for playing football, but because she's a girl, the parents discouraged her a lot because she's a girl. And in school, it happens that anytime that the boys are playing ball, he would just find himself. And one day, one of the teachers encouraged her, and they realized that she was really talented, and she won so many goals for the school before she left that school, But she couldn't carry it on long because the parent didn't believe that as a girl she had to be a footballer. That can kill somebody's dream. Your gender shouldn't stop you. Your environment where you belong can determine if your dream is going to be alive. You will be the one to prove yourself to them that no, I have a dream to keep alive. Your fear. When I mention fear, I have it here. Fear of success, fear of higher expectations, increased responsibilities. I'm not looking at the fear in this category now in a negative way. I'm looking at fears in a positive way. Can actually stop you from fulfilling your purpose. It can actually kill your dream. You need to overcome the fear of positive outcomes. I have talked about before fear of negative outcomes. But in this case, I'm talking about fear of negative or positive outcomes can actually kill your dream. You might be thinking, oh, fear of the success, or what's going to happen if I become this, or higher expectations, or increased responsibilities. When my dream come true, I will have a lot of people, on my case. That can actually kill your dream. Another thing that can kill your dream, which I mentioned partially in my first, is insecurity. Many things can make us be insecure. You know, how people have used them out to put you down, how people have related to you in a wrong way, what they have said concerning you, what you've allowed them to say concerning you, you know, and your failure can make you to be insecure as well, you know. And let me tell you something, insecurity is often associated with an internal negative perception of ourselves, of our own personal inability, you know. God can ask you to do some things and you might be thinking, oh no, I can't do it, I don't have the resources. I remembered when God told me years ago to start godly worshipers. First, as I said, at that time when I started when the God started the godly worshipers, I had loads of things going on in my life, and I was crying to God, Lord Father, help me. Don't let me die without not fulfilling the purpose. There's so many negative things going on around me. There's so many talks. There's so many discouragement here and there. There's so many, you know, so many things. And I cried to God. And I remember that particular morning, as I was during my quiet time, as I knelt down beside my bed, and God just dropped that godly worshipers into my spirit. And He gave me 3 months to actually realize it. And then what God wanted actually for that 3 months, I could say beside me, when God talked, that day was September the 6th, and He said, by December the 15th, I want you to gather people together. Give me instruction that is impossible for me as a human being, as a woman that have gone through a lot, as the perspective that people have about me at the time, people had about me at that time, a lot of things were going on. But I just stay put, believing in what God has said, and, you know, follow suit. He told me that it's not a concert. I don't want you to make money out of it, you know, and I want it this way. And at that time, I have nothing in my account. The insecurity can actually cause me not to fulfill that, you know. But first step is to understand how to overcome that insecurity. People can make you to be insecure. Their opinion of you says, oh, that's their own opinion. What's the opinion of God about you? What's your instinct in telling you? You have to follow instinct. You don't need permission from the only person that you need permission from is God. If you're taking permission, many of us are taking permission, and dream has been killed. People have died. They are in the burial ground because the permission were not granted from people they were asking for permission from to fulfill purpose in their life. You need to take the step of faith. Uncertainty again is another factor that can kill your dream and my dream. Uncertainty. What's going to happen? How is it going to be? You know, negative perspectives are dream killers. The only thing worse than negativity or actual bad news is spectre of uncertainty. Okay, we need to look into it. We need to identify the uncertainty. Indecision, procrastination, what if can actually, you know, affect us. It's a definite, you know, your past. I mentioned that before. I'm going to stop here because of my time. Your past as well is the finest and the biggest for the dream killer. Because you have failed once, that doesn't mean you fail. Even if you have failed 10 times, do not stop. When people ask you to talk, don't listen to them. Just follow that dream. Go it again. Do it all over again. Don't forget that Peter had to launch them again. When Jesus stepped into the boat and said, okay, throw that. They have fished all night and they didn't get anything. Until God told them. The dream comes and said, launch them again. And he did. And they have to beckon to people to come and help them to carry the fish. Launch them again. Forget about the past. That past is to make your future brighter if you know how to tap into it. If you don't breathe in it, if you don't self-pity yourself, if you don't listen to people, if you don't listen to the negative people, the people that will destroy your confidence, don't move with them. Focus on God and let God do justice for you. Your dream must be alive. In this year 2019, my dream must come to fulfillment. Just keep going. Even if you don't have if the resources are not there, take the move. Let me tell you something. I waited for resources to come for some time, and I waited for 15 good years and there was no resource. The moment you take that step, you will see the resources fall into place. I even learned again from my mommy's burial, which is another topic for the day. Just take that step of faith to keep your dream alive, and you will see things falling into place. Avoid dream killers. Avoid anything around you that will stop you from fulfilling that dream. Avoid them like pest. As the only person, you need people around you. But if God finds your heart faithful, He will send a part of destiny. The true part of destiny, your way. Believe me honestly. Don't hang around. Don't force yourself on people that they don't like you, that they pretend they like you. Do not force yourself on them. You will know if somebody is pretending. I know myself, if somebody is pretending, no matter how you act, it is going to show. Run away. Do not forget, this is Nikky's thoughts. And I just said, okay, it's been a while. I need to drop these thoughts. And accept me the way I am, tonight. And welcome back to my channel. More to say as time goes on. But for now, have a nice sleep and dream big. And if you lost your dream again. Sweet dreams. Until you hear my voice again. All Nikky's thoughts. Bye for now. Love you and God bless.